Hey, everybody. How's it going? You have not missed much. I just came on. I didn't go live last week, so you didn't miss much, unless I don't know when the last time you joined us was, but I can catch you up if you remember. We're in October of Myrtie's diary. Just waiting to see if it will show more people coming in, tell more people that I'm live. I'm feeling better. Yeah, it didn't turn out to be that bad. It was a cold, but I was really tired and losing my voice and needed to rest. Yes, last week I didn't. Come on. So, we're in October of Myrtie's diary. We're getting towards the end here. Last time I was on, I was having trouble with my streaming software. Hopefully we don't have a problem again. It like totally crashed on me. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It was right at the end, but if it does, if I just disappear, that's what's going on. All right, might as well just start. Oh, more people are coming in now, I think. I'm curious to see if they have any Halloween festivities. We'll see. I'm guessing no. I feel like we could take a look in 1899, but I don't think that they did anything in her last diary for Halloween. I taught school, stayed all night at H.W. Towns. No, they didn't. But we can definitely, when we get to it, we'll check the newspaper and see if they write anything. Like, I wonder what the tradition was at that time. All right, October 1st. Father carried me to my school. I taught school, stayed all night at H.W. Towns. I spell the name differently because that's the correct way to spell the name. October 2nd. I taught school. Okay, I can just copy and paste that. Probably for the 3rd too. Yep. No, so carried to school. I have a picture that I can show you. Carried to school means that she went in a horse and buggy. This is an example of a horse and sleigh, and this is actually her and her dad, which is pretty cool. But yeah, carriage, you can think of like carriage, carried. That's what she means. Her dad drove her to school in a horse and buggy, horse and carriage. I'm guessing, if anything, it would have been religious for Souls and All Saints Day. Yeah, possibly. Hello, been a while since I've been in. What year are we in now? I recognize your username. We're in 1900. October 1900. Oh, thank you, Rihanna. See, this is why I don't usually copy and paste. I will fix that. Just I taught school. Good catch. And that was only October 1st. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah. October 1st, not in this one. Oops. Did that just mess that up? No. The screen doesn't look blurry to you guys, does it? It's blurry on my computer. October 2nd, October 3rd. Okay. October 4th. Thank you for letting me know, because it is like pretty blurry on my screen, so I got concerned. I think it was like that last time too. I taught school. Your diary birthday. Yay. Happy diary birthday. Father came after me. I went home. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Okay. Hey, Kat. Hey, Deb. Good morning to you. I taught school. Father came after me. Wait, what? I just read the wrong entry. Thank you. Thanks. We just realized that at the same time. I taught school. Okay, I'm gonna just copy that and put it here, and I'll double check it after. But October 4th, I taught school, called to Harry Morse's stayed all night at HW Towns. I wish we had a picture of this guy. She mentions him so much. Evelyn Hall went away today. Where'd she go? We got a picture of her. This is Evelyn. And that's Evelyn. Where's she going? Let's see if the newspaper says anything. I was rewatching some old lives. I can't believe this Slippy Diaries started in 2023. You know, I can't believe you either. Because I don't even, like, time goes by so fast. I don't even know what I would have guessed for when we started those diaries, but 2023 sounds like simultaneously like yesterday and ages ago. It's kind of like crazy. Okay. Evelyn Hall. I don't think that she passed away. She wouldn't usually phrase it like that. Well, let's see. We probably have her. No, we don't have her birth and death date here, but her find a grave. She died in 1911. So she's not dead. Where'd she go? Washington County, Vermont. Okay. Evelyn Paddock. Not Evelyn Hall. Evelyn Hall. Let's just say all of Vermont. We can also check. When do the censuses get done? Are they the beginning of the year or the end of the year? Because it's 1900, there was a census that year. Do we have her in the tree? She's related in some way. No, we don't have her in here. Okay. Let's look her up. Evelyn Hall. Possible, too, that they misspelled her name in the newspaper. Evelyn Hall and Washington County, Vermont. When did she was 1835. Okay. 1900 census started June 1st. Okay, so the 1900 census might have her wherever she went. Okay, let's see. Evelyn, it is spelled different. Where are you, Evelyn? Oh, she was living with Ed and Emma. That's funny. Emma is, oh, it says try increasing my mic volume. Let me know if it's too, quiet. She lived with Emma and Edward, and we have Emma's diary. That's the next one we're going to read. That's pretty cool. I wonder if she talks about Evelyn. It was before, though. It was 1895, I think. So maybe she won't talk about him, but that is funny. Okay. So she is Edward Wheeler's aunt, or Emma Isn't it Emma Ellis? So that's also, she's also related. So she's one of their aunts. Maybe we can add her into the tree. I don't know. Maybe she went away and came back. Like, maybe she wasn't going forever. Let's... Can I open a new tab? Yeah. Let's go... We got a lot of stuff here. Wheeler. What, cat? What's up? OMG. That makes me want to know what you're thinking. So, do we have Edward in here? Edward Liberty. Just that Emma lives with her. I know, the crossovers. And Emma Dell Ellis. Okay, so Edward Wheeler. Who is Eveline's dad and mom? Ira Ellis and Sarah Briggs Collar Ellis. It's actually so hard for me sometimes to wrap my head around the connections on Ancestry. Like, I wish I could see a tree here. I don't recognize any of these names that would already be in our tree. She's the aunt of one of them. She's an Ellis, right? Eveline Ellis Hall. Okay, so that means she probably was on her side. So let's see who her mom is. Oh, her dad is Ira J. Ellis. Okay, that is Eveline's brother. It is like a crossover episode. The whole fact that we have Emma's Diary is crazy. I wish it was from the same time. Have we found any cousin marriage while researching? Not that I can think of specifically at this time. My diary detectives might correct me. We have had a few very interesting, strange marriages, though. Like, for example, one time, and I'm not going to get the exact details right, but basically, what happened? Someone will remember. A daughter married a stepfather or something like that, or the man's wife died, so he married her mother or something. It was something like that. It was not even like they married the sister, because that happens a lot back then. It was weird. And it was like when we were trying to figure out the family tree, it was very confusing. So we were like, what's going on? How is this person mentioned like 3 different times? And the people who, like, I don't even know. I can't even think what it was specifically, but it was like, what? I wonder if there's any info about Emma's Diary, if it's from 1900. And, well, it's not. It's from, I think it's 1885, actually. Which is even earlier than I thought. I thought it was 1895. That's going to make this the earliest diary that I've ever done on here. Okay. Is this real or some type of game? It's real, but it's also kind of feels like a game. I love these old pictures. It feels like a game. Yeah, it's all of them. The one that we're reading now, this is it. They're all like super tiny. There's 3 entries on each page and they're itty bitty. eBay is where I get most of the diaries that I read on here. Okay, and someone said, I started to read a comment and then I lost it. This is what I love about your lives, the digging. Yes, yay. I'm glad that you like that, because I feel like sometimes I get sidetracked, but it's also, it's fun to put the pieces together. Yeah, and Lindsay asked, how do you find these diaries? Mostly eBay. When doing my ancestry, I found that my great-great-grandfather had a child with his wife's sister. Yeah, that is not, even though it seems so weird to us now, that's not uncommon. Unless, I don't know, had she passed away before. Usually it was like, oh, the guy married a woman, the woman died, he married her sister. Or like the wife's husband died and then she married his brother. Like that does happen. But it was something really twisted. It was like the stepfather or the stepchildren. Oh, I think it was like this man married this woman and then his mother married her father or something like that. So it was all kind of made the family tree all kind of messed up. Like people were on both sides of the tree. It was very confusing. When's your wedding? Last time I saw you live, your fiance was going on his bachelor party. It's in August. It's coming up. What? Women will do this for thousands of hours, but can't read a polygenics or Evo psych paper for 5 minutes? What are you talking about? In my family tree in the 1500s, what other women do this for thousands of hours? Seems kind of not the stereotype you're trying to point out. Unless I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, it feels like it's supposed to be misogynistic, but it doesn't really make sense. In my family tree. If I was doing my nails, it would just be misogynistic and stereotypical, but this is kind of an odd one to target. In my family tree in the 1500s, a man couldn't find a spouse for either his son or daughter. So he just... Wait, hold on. A man couldn't find a spouse for either his son or daughter, so he just married them together. Oh, no. Just marry each other. It's fine. Okay. Let me continue trying to piece this together. So, Ira Ellis is her brother, correct? No, her father. Okay. So, we'll go to Ira. Can I easily just, like, click? So, Emma is Eveline's sister? Huh. So, it's not her aunt. I'm confused. Doesn't the census say it's her aunt? Aunt. Could it be that Emma is Edward's aunt? I mean, that Eveline is, I'm getting confused, is Edward's aunt? Because there is crossover between the Wheelers and the Ellises. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Because that would be annoying. If she's her sister, she should be listed as her sister, not his aunt, right? Okay. I'm getting confused. No, we didn't find incest. No, I'm lost. After a long day at school, I feel like my brain literally doesn't work, so I could be totally misreading this, but it's Eveline Ellis Hall. This is her in 1900. Eveline Hall. Right? Born in 1834? About. Okay. Yeah, that's her. She's living with Emma Wheeler and Edward Wheeler. And it says she is their aunt, or one of their aunts. But we just found out that Eveline is a sister. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong that Ira Ellis is Emma's father, because she's not on the find a grave. I don't know why my brain's... Oh, there's two... No. Yeah, oh, there's two Ira Ellises. Maybe the paper is a reference to another family member. Possibly. I think there's two Ira Ellises, and that's where that is coming from. Hold on. Ira Ellis Jr. may be Emma's brother. Sorry, I'm losing it. Sally Briggs Collar. Is that... Yes. Collar, that's interesting too, because Collar is a neighbor of the Wheelers. They're all interrelated. Yeah, I need like a piece of paper to draw it out, because it gets confusing in my brain after a while, but... Okay, well... They have... Ira Ellis Jr. Okay. Ira J. Ellis Jr. is Emma Ellis's father. Eveline is Ira J. Ellis Jr.'s sister. Correct? I feel pretentious when I'm like, oh yes, the Collar family. I know, it's like we know them. It is funny. And sometimes I'll say it like that, like, we know them. Okay, I'm going to try to find more... Let's try to just find Eveline's name in here, and then we are good. Because this is Ira Ellis Sr. We're going to look 1880. Let's see. 1880 census. You're a Hall. Are you from Calais, Vermont? Oh, it's just Ira Ellis and Polly at that point. Where are their children? Is there like a death certificate or something. That's his family. Death records. Child, Evelyn Lucy Ellis Hall. Here we are. Okay, this is Evelyn Hall's death certificate, actually. From 1911, right? Yep. Mother, Sally Collier. That says Collier. Interesting. Spelled a little differently. Arteriosclerosis. Okay. So, save that. I don't know. I don't even have the energy to read it before I hit yes, which is not a good habit. And then we can add her. I thought it would easily add her. How do you just add a family? Wow, I haven't done this in too long. Is it here? Add family. Daughter. Well, that's cool because we've known about Evelyn for a while. We've had pictures of her. And I feel like I haven't actually, 1835 technically. I feel like I haven't actually added her in or figured out exactly how she's related. We just kind of knew she was. Okay. Hold on. I sort of look like her. Okay. You're a Hall. I'm looking for the person named me. You're a Hall, and are you saying you're, oh, Hall was more Kentucky. To my knowledge. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how the name spread at all. I just know this diary takes place in Calais, Vermont. Is Ancestry worth the money? I feel like I find a lot for free with Family Search. It's up to you. A lot of people do enjoy Family Search more. I think Ancestry is easier to search, but that's just me. I think it's worth it because I use it a lot, but if you don't use it a lot, it's pretty pricey. What was her husband's name? Noah Hall. There's a picture of him. And I guess we'll put in 1825 to 1891. Okay. Let's save this picture. Is that them two together? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, save this. Is there still the button? Save to. Ancestry. You knew a Noah Hall in school? That's all these people reincarnated. Okay. He's in there. I wish it just automatically went into the profile picture, but it doesn't. It's funny. Okay, and then we'll do her. She never used the name Lucy. Oh, her name was Lucy, her first name. She always went by the name Evelyn. She was the daughter of Ira Ellis Sr., married Noah Hall. Save to. This that I'm on right now is Find a Grave. We'll put in her death date too. Okay, we didn't find out where she went, but we found out how she's related, so that's cool. So she is, let's see, can we figure out how she's related to Myrtie? Because that's always been like, I don't know how Edward is related to her. Okay, here's Edward. Evelyn. And, okay, she might be closer related. We have to dig more after. She might be more closely related with Myrtie than she is with Edward, because the Ellises, her grandmother is an Ellis. What's Myrtie's grandmother's name? Where does the Ellis come in? Sarah Ellis. Is Sarah Ellis Evelyn's sister? Sarah Briggs Collar Ellis. It's not her, right? That would be her mom. 1852. No. Different Sarah. I don't know. We'll have to make that. The person is in their grave. No, you're reading the diary. Every time you say Ellis, it scares me. Ellis. We're talking about you. You probably go, huh? What? Okay. Yeah, so, hey, hello, Gilbert. How are you? I don't know why I just, like, stumbled on that. Hello, Gilbert. So the first diary from this series that I got, which was the 1905 diary, we haven't actually read it yet. I got that on eBay. Then we started to, oh, here, Ira Ellis Jr. We can add a picture for him. Then when I started researching it, I found someone on Ancestry who had more diaries of hers. Might be, oh no! I hope you're okay, Gilbert. I hate that feeling when you're like, ooh, I think I need to go to the doctor. Get well soon, Gilbert. When I saw the person on Ancestry who had the other diaries, I reached out to her asking, like, what she knew and if we could collaborate, and not really, like, thinking that she'd send them to me, but she ended up sending them to me. Oh, you can't see what's popping up. I'm currently saving this to Ira Ellis Jr. Oh no, you slept through your doctor's appointment. That means you must really be sick, huh? That sucks. Yes, so someone asked, is this a rare thing or is it common to find journals on eBay? You can find them at any time. They are expensive. Is this the same Emma? No, different one. Wait a minute. This is the Emma that we have the diary of. There's too many. Wait. There's two different Emma? I'm confused. No, we knew that. Sorry, I'm losing it. Okay, we need to go back. I want to add this picture in. I need to go here. This is what goes on in my head when I do this on my own, but it's like embarrassing when it happens in front of everybody when I just stop being able to think. Why can't I find her again? I'll have to search. I'll search Eveline. Get back to her. Her dad. And where's Emma? Here's Emma. So I want to save this to Emma. Like in H2O. They held together well from 1800s. Yeah, they're actually, it's kind of like nuts. The one from 1885 is in great condition. They're all in great condition. The other ones are from, it was 1899, 1900, and 1905. Yeah, I can show you the books in a second. Put Emma's picture in there. I love adding pictures. It's my favorite thing. It brings these people to life. I do have a newer picture of her, but his picture is probably on Ancestry already. There were a few of him. I would think, yeah, this is the one and this one. We'll stick this one in here. Cool. Okay, we're building it out. I've been slacking on building the family tree, honestly, for this one. Okay. We could spend, I feel like we could spend a whole live just doing that. Do we have Hortensia in here? Right? Yeah, she's already got a picture. Hortensia is married to Ira Ellis Jr. Save this picture. I like that one because it shows her face better. How do you do it? I missing it? Change. Okay. Yeah, it's just a tree that I made for Myrtie, who is the woman who wrote this diary. And we're unlocking a new branch of the family right now. Is there a picture of Ira Ellis Sr.? Hey, Lilla! Oh, it's all coming together, isn't it? She talks about Lilla Lamb. I feel like I need to add all these people because I'm going to forget how they're intertwined. I didn't even see that. Januthan? That is a wild name. Where is that? I don't see it. Okay, Lilla, I'm going to put in there that Lilla is Evelyn's... No. Lilla is Evelyn's niece? Yeah, and so is Emma. Emma and Lilla. So so Myrtie is related to Lilla Lamb. It seems like the whole town is just related at this point. So Hortensia, what a name, Hortensia. We're gonna put Lilla in here because I know we have pictures of her. I feel like I should put all of the siblings in, but that takes forever. 1878 to 1968. That's just like a crazy, what was it? 1878 to 1968. Just thinking of someone living through those, I don't know. 1968. Think of how different life was by then from when she was born. Please add them. The tree is so important. Other people have built out trees of theirs. I feel like I get caught in the weeds sometimes of like, how much do I add to the tree? I just took this out of here thinking it'd be easier, but it's not. Okay, I'm gonna pop out the find a grave so I can do it with 2 windows open, and I'll try to just get them in quick. Okay, Hortensia, and this is just based on find a grave though, so it's possible that some children are missing, but there's Elwyn. Ellis, Elwyn Ira, 1866 to 1880. Then she had Emma, who we have, Lilla, and Leon, and holy crap. Isn't Lilla one of Myrtie's students? Hold on. We'll get there in a second. Son, because isn't Leon one of her students? I feel like I remember I found pictures of them when they were little because they were her students, but they're not only her students, they're also related to her. 1879 to 1968. These people lived long lives. Okay. Lilla Lamb. She marries a lamb. Durward Dean. Lamb. 1874. 1920. And is this picture of her? Does that mean they went to school far away from home though? I don't know. She looks like she lived in Calais. I don't know. I feel like in one of the things that we saved, this thing that says her students. I'm going to look at it. There's a list of Myrtie's students on here somewhere. Here. Lilla Ellis, yeah. And Leon Ellis, brother and sister. They went to whatever school Myrtie was working at in 1895, which says schoolhouse number 7, which I think is the same schoolhouse that we have a picture of. That's crazy. That is cool. Should we try to find them on the map? I don't know. We haven't really done any entries, but we could take a look. See if the Ellises are near. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Where's Callis here? The school is down somewhere over here. Here. Ellis. E. Ellis. Wouldn't we be looking for I. Ellis? Unless, when was this map? I don't know. Any other Ellises? Mrs. Ellis is down there. I. Ellis is over here. So that must be them. That is cool. I love finding that kind of stuff. Okay, shall we keep going? Did I get sidetracked? I added some people. I didn't add everybody, but that's okay. Did I finish this? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't finish like checking though. Got an email from Cornell College to apply, and I was like, oh, Ralph. Oh. I taught school. Father came after me. I went home. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Cornell College in Iowa, right? Not Cornell University. He went to the little one. Why did I think that Cornell College was closed? My show is on. Welcome. I love checking back in for a while. See Myrtie's still going strong. What a queen. Yep, she's still teaching. Hey, Nikki. Oh, awesome, Joanna. Are you going to apply there? Mother and I washed. Father helped get... You might be in the same dorm as Ralph was. That would be crazy. Be in the same dorm room that... Remember his brother, his lamp, like, exploded or something? And he threw the lamp out of the window? Ralph did. What a hero. Father helped get Clark Doty's cow out of the spring. Did his cow get stuck? Oh, you're already committed. Well, congrats. Of the spring. His handwriting looks like my mother's. I would be insufferable. Did you know? Many years ago in this room, a lamp exploded. Yeah. Did you know that Ralph was in the Adelphi, whatever it was, Adelphians Society? Did you know that this guy did this thing over here at this hall? Wonder if they still do May Day. That's funny. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Father spoke in the church at South Woodbury. I was with him. We took tea at Frank and Will Angel's. We came home. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. I don't know who Will Angel is. She has not mentioned him yet. Father carried me to my school. I taught school. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Where do you get the pics from the diaries? I just take photos of the actual diary. These are the diaries. And I snap pictures of usually just 1 month at a time. There's 3 entries per page. They're really small. So that's why I take pictures of them so we can zoom into them, because you can't do this if the diary is just right in front of you. Right. October 9th. I taught school, stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Copy, paste. October 10th, same thing. October 11th. I taught school. Stayed all night. At, ooh, new one, Harry Morse's. I feel like she said him before, but father and mother went to Montpelier. The Morses are related to the Towns. H.W. Town, Henry William Town. He married one of the Morse. I don't remember her name, but I can't type. A Morse. So they are related. I taught school. Father carried mother to her mother, Campbell's. I went home with him. We stayed at home all night. When she talks about mother, it is technically her stepmother. So I'm assuming that's why she says her mother Campbell's instead of grandmother, but sometimes she says grandmother Campbell, so I don't understand that. I ironed and washed a little. Father attended the funeral of the Gamble child at Victor Hood's. We'll look that up. Mother is at her mother. Campbell's father and I stayed at home all night. Her biological mother passed away when she was young. She was just a child. I don't remember exactly what year. We can figure it out. But let's look up the Gamble child at Victor Hood's. Okay, here. Dora Lee, that's a cute name. The little daughter of Mr. and Mrs. John Gamble died at Barry last Thursday, the 11th, of pneumonia, aged 2 years. Oh. Burial was in Williamstown. Mrs. Gamble was in Barry when her little daughter was taken ill. Parents have the sympathy of many of their friends here. That is really sad. Save that. This is the other one. October. Oh, yeah, someone had asked about why she mentions where she is staying every night. She, like it says in that comment, she rents a room from one of her students' families, which was common back then. Dora Lee. Find a grave. Dora Gamble. Ooh, Frozen. Oh, Dora. Get rid of Dora. Doris. Oh, she's not on here. Where did it say she was buried? Williamstown. What's the dad's name? John. I find that sad. Cool, I remember her renting a room for her student's family. Yeah. Do you have all the other journals or just the one? We have 3 of Myrtie's. Ooh, if you found something, let me know. No, I'm not using OneNote, but Nikki says I should. One of my diary detectives. I'm just using, like Google Docs. Dora, 1900. It doesn't mean that there's not a grave site or anything. It's just not in Find a Grave. What if let's look on Ancestry. Or it could even say just like infant gamble or something. You found the right cemetery. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the link is going to work in the chat. So if you send it on John Hood Gamble. Okay, maybe I'll look him up. If you send it on anything else, let me know. I'll log into my Instagram or whatever you send it through. Or TikTok or something. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm tired. John Gamble. I'm just gonna put. It's not even Washington County, is it? Vermont. Oh, thank you. That helps. 1866. That'll find him. John Hood Campbell. Specific one, I guess. I want to look at all of them. Look in here. Dora. She's on the 1900 census, but that's it. That's the only. Is that Dora? Yeah. Daughter, age 1. That's the only mention of her. That's really sad. Okay, I actually just saw that pop up. Okay. Copy. I'll have to open it on my phone. Oh, I think I could send it on Discord and open it on my computer. One moment, please. Now, Discord. Click. Load. Okay. Did you find her in here? Oh, there's a few Doras. Okay, okay. Okay, that says Dorothy. Dora M. Edson. Medora. Dora. McLeod. Dora. Dora Weeks. Oh, Gamble. Okay, yeah. James A. Wood. No. Oh, no, I don't think so. Is this just like a list of all of the graves? Wilson Cemetery? Okay, in Barry. So she was buried, it said in, it's funny, Barry, the town Barry, she was buried. She was buried in, what did it say? Williamstown? Something like that. It was in here. Williamstown. But they lived in Barry. So maybe if we could find something similar for Williamstown. I'll keep going for now. Maybe we can find it. Okay. Father spoke at South Woodbury. Her dad is a preacher. Oh, no, that's okay. I like that. I like when people look things up on the side because it's sometimes... It must be boring for you guys sometimes when I'm clicking around and not really finding anything, so I appreciate it. I stayed at home. Mother came home with him at night. Father, mother, and I stayed at home. Look at them doing more stuff than getting sick and staying home all night. Go Wheelers, yeah. Fingers crossed. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Okay. October. Why is that not auto-correcting? Usually autocorrect is my friend. It does. A lot of old diaries do feel like that, Kate. Kate said this diary feels like an daily alibi record. Hold on. I gotta make sure no one's on YouTube sending anything. No. No one's on YouTube. If TikTok ever goes away again, that's where I'll be. There's no talk of that anymore, is there? Anyone heard anything about that? It's weird because when I look at the Google link, it says Dora Gamble, but she's not on the list. That is odd. Maybe it's like, it's saying Dora and Gamble. Maybe it's not searching correctly. Because I searched Dora. I didn't see it, but... Father carried me. Oh, TikTok was purchased. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Okay. Father carried me to my school. I taught... Thank you. I think that's a compliment. I look like Kristen Stewart. I get that every once in a while. It's funny because it comes and goes, though. Like, people hadn't said that to me for years, and then I started getting it again. I wonder what about... Like, is it how when I wear my hair back, maybe? I don't know. But I have been getting that lately, again. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Last week, it was Victoria Pedretti. And I've also been told that I am a spitting image of Elvis's granddaughter. Hello. Where do you find these diaries and do you transcript the entries for fun? Yes, I do it for fun. Myrtie was 33. Okay, so what does carried mean? I'm from Belgium, so I don't really understand this. It's okay because it actually doesn't make much sense even in English with nowadays terms, but when she says she is being carried, she means her father is driving her in the horse and carriage. Here's a picture of her and her father in a sleigh. So that's like when the snow's on the ground, but they would have a horse and buggy, like a carriage with wheels that he would take her in. But it is something like, it didn't make sense to me at first either until we just figured out that's what she meant. It's not really something, where was Myrtie from? This sounds like a southern phrase. It is Vermont. Yeah, it's just interesting. Like, now it makes sense, but at first we were like, what? I never connected carriage with carry. Yeah, I didn't at first either, but then, like, I kind of just, like, saying it out loud, I'm assuming that's where it comes from. I taught school. I wonder when they started to say, she is writing towns without an E, but their name is technically spelled with an E, and I put it in there so that when we search the document, it's all, like, the same person. It's all listed as the same person. I wonder when they started saying drove instead of whatever, like carried, or if that's just her that says it. What is the name? What were the name? Oh, sorry. Of Dora's parents, John Hood and Henrietta Etta Lee, I think. Definitely John Hood Gamble, because that's who's mentioned in the, like, obituary. is for a team of horses. Oh, yeah, you're right. So taught school means went to school. Yes, yeah, she's a teacher. What was their relationship to Myrtie, Dora, and her family? I'm not sure. I don't know of any relation. Her father, like I said, is a preacher, so he might have gone for that reason, or maybe they were friends of the family. I was looking here for a picture of her school. This is a picture of Myrtie's school. And one of her students probably, which is crazy to think about. And this picture, oh, I don't know what year it was from. A lot of the pictures we have are from 1900, which is crazy because that's when the diary was written. So it just feels like even cooler. But uh-oh, something happened. Oh, it's better. Okay. I'm all nervous now because last time my computer just like totally died on me. Well, not even my computer. It was TikTok, the streaming software, but my monitor just went off. But it's back on. Must be a loose wire. Where do you access these diaries? I actually have them physically. And I take pictures of the pages and then put it on my Google Drive. No, yeah, I know. You'd think she's a student because of the way she says it. Your birthday is October 19th. Happy diary birthday to you. You get a special shout out. Yay. Happy diary birthday. And you know what? I still have my birthday stuff from my birthday last week. So now if you do a birthday or if you have a birthday, I can do this. Happy diary birthday. Extra special. I hate that hat. It hurts. Okay. Mine was October 6th. Happy belated diary birthday. HBDBD. Hashtag. I taught school. Father came after me. I went home. We all stayed at home all night. He and mother... No, I did not wear that to school. He and mother have been to see grandmother. I will have to. Probably Campbell. Yeah, I feel like it says Campbell, but I have to be sure. Up the side there. October 19th. Yeah, grandmother Campbell. Oh yeah, they would have loved it. I didn't need to, though. They said my birthday on the announcements. And all day, the kids are so cute. All day they were wishing me happy birthday, singing to me. Very sweet. I helped about the housework. It helped, too, that I was the only birthday that day. Usually there's a list of at least a few kids in the school and maybe a teacher. But I was the only one, so I feel like they remembered more. Mended father's stockings. Even like the next day, because I'm an art teacher, so I see also the students once a week or sometimes twice a week, but even the kids I didn't see on my birthday, the next day they wished me a happy birthday. It was very cute. Mended father's stockings. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. He went to Darius Hawkins got some plank sod. Can someone fill me in? I just joined. Are you brand new, or do you mean fill you in on what's happened so far? Because either is fine, but that will help me fill you in. If you're brand new, I can give you the whole spiel. If you're not brand new, I wouldn't want to bore you with the whole spiel. In Vital Records, Dora Gamble is also spelled Dora Gambell. Oh, that might help. We might be able to find her that way. Okay, brand new. Welcome. Cool. I follow you, but haven't a chance to see you live. So I come on a live stream every Thursday, and we read through whatever diary we're working on. Right now, we're working on the second diary out of 3 that we have of Myrtie Wheeler's. Her picture's up in the corner. Myrtie's a teacher. She teaches at this school. And we have a photo of her and her dad. That's the best picture we've got of them. This one I also was showing. This is a picture of her and her dad. And basically, wait, what? Google says Darius Hawkins is also a famous TikToker, basketball player. Someone tag him. No, I'm kidding. Don't. How do you access the journals? I actually have the diaries, and I take pictures of them so that we can zoom into them on the computer. But I get them from eBay usually. What else about Myrtie? Basically, she's 33, 32, 33-ish this year in the diary, and she teaches, you know, all the lore. She teaches in a one-room schoolhouse. They are currently, I guess the big thing now, they don't really do much, but her family just got vaccinated for smallpox, which was an interesting, like, side quest that we went on. This is a sick thing for much for sharing. You're welcome. Hey, Seth, be nice. She's literally so boring. No, she's consistent. She knows what she wants, and she's good at her job. Maybe she loves teaching. I wish she told us more about teaching. Talk to Mother. About what? I wish that she told us, like, Johnny misbehaved during recess or something. It just would be so much, it'd be so interesting. There's not a lot of space, though. These diaries are literally, like, tiny. So maybe if she had a little more room to elaborate, she would tell us, but yeah. Father spoke in the church. I know. My diary would look pretty much the same. Taught at school all day, stayed at home all night. Like, I do that every day. Father spoke in the church at South Woodbury. He's been doing that a lot. I was with him. We took dinner with widow Jerome Bailey. He, Mother, and I stayed at home all night. Wonder when people started writing emotions. Yeah, it is interesting that a lot of these old diaries that we read, they really don't get into that. Very rarely we get the scoop. Father carried me to my school. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. It's funny because through every diary that we have read, everyone is different, right? Like, everyone's life is different. Everyone has different habits. But there's always something that stands out as a phrase or something they do almost every day. Like, you can see that everybody has their habit. And, like, every diary that we've read, I could probably tell you, like, what was their thing, you know? Like, our little inside joke about them. And Myrtie's is that she stays at... Well, this entry, word for word, she's written probably 100 times. I taught school, stayed all night at HW Towns. Or she stays at home all night. Like, that's her thing. Every day, stayed at home all night. Or she tells us where she was, you know? I found my first cousin twice removed by accident. Found Darius Emery Hawkins from Calais. Ancestry has a picture. Okay, let's look him up. This is just a hobby. Okay, here he is. Ah, he has cool hair. That hair looks like the guy from this page, which I forgot we could have been searching this page too. This is a really cool resource. Any Dariuses? Oh, no, I don't want to search the whole of Flickr. I want to search this group. No Darius. Hawkins? Harry Ed Lee Hawkins. Georgia Hawkins. Oh, Cynthia Hawkins Wheeler. A possible connection. Interesting. This man could have a last name of Ellis, Perry, Goodall, Wheeler, Hawkins, or Bliss. Wonder how they knew that. Must be from a family album or something. Abraham Hawkins. Georgia is his daughter. Oh, really? Georgia and Myrta. Let's see. Darius. Go back to him. Yeah, Georgia and Myrta. Love that. Why did he come up again? Oh, we have to keep his picture. Take a picture. Can't I copy this? Or no. Ugh. What? I have to do this. Darius. Guess I'll have to label him. They went to Darius Hawkins. Oh, and he got some plank sod. So let's see what he did for work, just for fun. See if he owned the sawmill or something. Oh, I saw that name on the Flickr, I think. And Bullock, too. Okay, 1900. Let's see what he was doing for work. Day laborer. Darius. Oh, that's Myrn. But Darius was... He was 50 years old. Oh, so that's the father. So Myrn, I think, was his son. He was living with his son, and he was a sawmill owner. Cool. I love that. That is fun when you find those little tidbits. Okay, now I want to know which sawmill. I wish we had a map that was closer to 1900. I love that these are his daughters. Our map is kind of old. Well, okay, let's go back. I got too much open here. Let's close that. Close that. Get all this out of here, because I'm just going to keep clicking around. Campbell. Dora. I want to find from like 18... Let's do 1880. See if he was still operating the sawmill. Oh, it's so... Okay, he was a farmer. Let's look up... Here's where we can find it, maybe. Darius Hawkins. Are you using the census site? No, I'm on Ancestry. I have an old map. I have many of Calais, which is the area, and the county, like the whole state, actually, I think. Or, I think the whole county. But it's from like 1875. So sometimes the people who are mentioned in the diary aren't there yet. He is in Calais in 1880. Not necessarily, though, working in the sawmill, but maybe it was his dad. His dad wasn't alive in 1880, though. See what his dad was doing in 1860. Farmer. Ooh, they have historical maps on census.gov. I'm going to save that link because I'm always looking for old maps. Always looking. Okay, let's see if Darius Hawkins is mentioned from 1890 to 1900. See if it just mentions like where his sawmill is or something. Okay, he's been ill. Here. Darius Hawkins has the lumber nearly all cut out at his mill, and has run through much more than the usual amount at this place, having sawed about 100,000 feet and from 50 to 60,000 shingle in 1898. So he had a sawmill in 1898. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Do you see this? Oh, poor Darius. He sawed off... No! He trimmed off the ends of 3 fingers. Poor Darius. Oh my god. And it's like the smallest little article, like nothing, no details, just, hey, yeah, he lost 3 fingers. Like, that's normal. That's something else. Okay, let's see. Any other Darius Hawkins? That's so sad. All right, let's see if there's anything on here. Let's see, because a lot of these pictures are from 1900. So if we look up, is this just gonna search all of Flickr again? Nope. Yeah, it is. I want to look at only this page. Come on. There. Sawmill. Trimmed off. Okay, this is Dwinnell Lumber Yard. Dwinnell Sawmill. So it wouldn't be the Dwinnell Sawmill, right? It would be the Hawkins Sawmill. We already looked up Hawkins. Didn't see anything. Hawkins Sawmill, Calais, Vermont. Robinson Sawmill, Hawkins Farms. The original Hawkins Farms in Calais were near Hawkins Pond. Nothing left but cellar holes now. But this is what one of them looked like. I have no idea when this is or who these people are. Can I zoom in? Ugh, it's not zooming in. Alright, I can copy it. I can paste it. And I can zoom it. Look at that beard. A lot of people in this picture. All around. Okay, that's the Hawkins Farm. Now, let's see. They said it was near Hawkins Pond. That's helpful because that will probably be easy to spot. Try D. Hawkins. I can. I'm just going to do this first. Calais. Bliss Pond. Curtis Pond. Wheelock Pond. Hawkins Pond. T. Hawkins. Sawmill. How old is this map? Is this the older one? 1858. This one, I think, is 18. This one's 1873. Let's see if there's anything different. Hawkins Pond is up here, right? Curtis Pond. Where's Hawkins Pond? Wasn't it right before? Okay, it was right under Eagle Ledge. They don't have the pond on here. What the heck? But there is a sawmill. I want to know, I want to find out, like, where was it? Because sometimes they do give you a little, like, the sawmill near this place. Like, they'll say that or something in the newspaper. Hawkins, okay. Ooh, 1897. Here we go. Haha. D.E. Hawkins. What's his name again? I can't believe I already forgot. Darius. Yeah, that's him probably, right? What was his middle name? D.E. Hawkins has purchased the sawmill at Kent's Corner. So now, I love that. Now we know it is the sawmill over here, right? Isn't Kent's Corner over this way? No. Maple Corner, Kent's Corner, here. Let me go on the newer map. Is this the same map that I have opened twice? Yeah, this is the newer map. Where is Kent's Corner? Wheelock Farm. Kent's Corner, here. Hey, Kent Shop. Zoom in. I won't zoom in anymore. Trotting Park. J. Robinson Sawmill. Okay, so it's maybe here? Or is it down here? Like, that looks like Maple Corner, so why wouldn't they say Maple Corner, not Kent Corner? There's a sawmill here. I wonder which one. Would you say that this is Maple Corner Sawmill? And this would be Kent's Corner Sawmill? Because I don't see one right at Kent's Corner, unless it's... just not mentioned. Ugh. We could go on Google Earth. Kent's Corner. Okay, Maple Corner. Hold on. Oh, that's going to search the whole thing. Hold on. Kent's Corner. No. Definitely. Did I already just look up sawmill? Yeah. Mill. Dwinell Lumber Mill. Moscow Mill. East Calais. $1897, right? He bought the mill. D.E. Hawkins is rushing business at the Kent's Corner sawmill. He has put in an inserted tooth saw and has also bought for use later a new matcher and beater and planer. Wonder if I should just search D. Hawkins instead of sawmill. Oh, look at all his updates. Finger chopper 4000. D.E. Hawkins is rushing. Oh, I already read that. That's funny. Finger chopper 4000. D.E. Hawkins has just purchased a Leffel water wheel to replace the one now in use, which, with other changes in the mill, make it possible for him to turn out lumber more rapidly. He is a businessman through and through. That is so funny. Finger chopper. Finger shaver. Trimmer. Did you see my note earlier? Robinson Sawmill is still there at Kent's Corner. Yeah, so... is that the one that's in Kent Corner? I don't know, because I didn't see that on the, is that the one I saw? Hold on. It was more in Maple Corner? Or was that not labeled? Okay. Kent's Corner we're in, but I have heard of that. Robinson Sawmill. Kent's Corner, Calais. If we could find, like, yeah, if we could find a history of it. Constructed by Joel Robinson. But was it ever owned by Darius? What was his last name? I can't believe I keep forgetting. Hawkins. Did it say who he bought the mill from? In that first entry? The Kent's Corner Sawmill. It's got to be that one if it's in Kent's Corner, right? Maybe, okay, here's what we need to do then. Robinson, right? Could we find that he sold the sawmill? Oh no, this is about his fingers again. Oh no! Another! This isn't even his hand. Elmer Weatherall had his left hand badly cut on a slab saw in the Robinson Mill last week. Oh no. Well, that's Robinson Mill. Okay. Oh, okay. That kind of answers our question though, right? The Robinson Mill was still around. In 1900. I accidentally searched it in 1900, but... So, the Robinson Mill is not Darius. Is Darius just a visitor passing through? No, Darius... Something tells me that place was not safe. Darius bought a sawmill in 1897. And Myrtie's father got wood from... Oh no, another guy. Oh no, that's Robinson Sawmill. He got wood cut or something there. And that's what tangent we're on right now. Just gonna... Okay, 1900, I think I already looked. D.E. Hawkins. Would you be able to handle a doctor or medical diary if you found one? I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean by handle? Like, because it's gross? Or because the handwriting would be crazy? Because I'm not sure. Probably. I get very into it when I do, like, start a new diary, so I think I'd be very interested. Did Hawkins sell the mill later? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out, I guess. Oh, this is a different search. Let's see if D.E. Hawkins is mentioned 1900 to 1905. He went to Randolph. He was in wherever. Myrta, D.E. Hawkins, they were sick. D.E. Hawkins, sick. He was in what? Calais? Middlesex. Okay. So he's still in Calais. School is closed this week in the grammar department on account of the serious illness of the teacher's father, D.E. Hawkins. Oh no, that's not good. Is he gonna make it? That was in 1904. Okay, we'll see. What year did he die? I don't remember. Oh no. Oh no. Not him, but D.E. Hawkins recently had a good cow die. Not a good cow. Thought it was him. Nope, just a good cow. Let's see if he's alive in 1905. What's going on? Did we figure out when he died? It must be on here. 1906. This is not him. That's his daughter. February 15th, 1906. D.E. Hawkins. It says D.K., but it's D.E. Age 57. That's it? February. I'm getting hungry. Ian's bringing me food after trivia, though, so I have to stick it out or have a snack. Maybe I'll just have a snack. That's it? They only have this one little thing? I don't know. Not Five Guys, no. He, probably a burger, though. He goes to trivia every once in a while, and it's like at a little restaurant thing. He's on Find Degree. What are we trying to figure out? D.E. Hawkins rejoins his three fingers. I found some call logs from a doctor on eBay, but nothing detailed. That's crazy. We're trying to figure out... What are we trying to figure out? Oh, if D.E. Hawkins owned whichever sawmill that he owned. And when he sold it. We're just trying to find, like, where the sawmill was. Robinson Sawmill. No, that's Robinson again. Maybe it was just at the Hawkins farm? No, he said it. They said it was in Kent's County. Kent's Corner, I mean. There's a book. Forever Callous by Weston A. Kate. $70? Excuse me? That was eBay, yeah. And this is Amazon. It's $75 on Amazon. Must have only had like a couple of copies or something. I know. What's in that book? Secrets. Oh. Alright, well. I'm gonna keep going. Do you go to the countries to find these if you can't online? Go to the counties? Well, I'm not that far from Vermont, but I don't, typically, because we have in the past read from Iowa. I'm in Massachusetts, so I don't make big trips. That building is apartments now and a store. The one that I just showed, yeah, we've seen. Oh, thank you, Haley. We've talked about that one before, the general store. I am going to visit this town in August. So I guess I need to make a list, though, of, like, what I need to look for. And I write things on my list and then I, like, forget about them. But I need to look to see if there's any sawmills around. But it's probably gone. I don't know. Can you look in the year Darius sold a sawmill? Yeah, bought a sawmill to see if anyone sold it. I did look up the Robinson guy, but I forgot. I should just look in general because it's not Robinson. And halfway down page 5, you'll find where it says it was sold to Darius Hawkins. Thank you. Okay, copy. Oh, the Robinson mill? Okay, that might be the answer that we needed. Oops, I accidentally just sent an entry. I need to send. Stupid, I need to be on my phone sending it. Copy. Discord. Send the link. Click the link. Okay. Joel Robinson's old sawmill. Wow. Haley or Hallie, I need to make a little special thing. Every time this happens, I'm like, oh man, you need something like a little badge or something to pop up. I'll make a little magnifying glass like Detective of the Day or something. That's you today. We're gonna find it. I saw that document and decided not to read it. That's why it's good to have so many people on it at the same time, because some people will read this and then, yeah, brownie points or a gold star. Yeah, definitely something like that. Or light bulb. It doesn't makes me want to read makes you read everything. My diary. What? You'll have to let us know, Kat. That's insane. Okay. What page did you say? You sent it on my phone. Hold on. Instagram. Page 5. Halfway down page 5. That's okay. If you're hallucinating, we'll forgive you. If not, I want to know. Ah! Holy crap. Abdiel Kent died in 1887, and his sons continued sporadic operation of the sawmill before selling it in 1897 to Darius Hawkins for $600. This culminated 60 years of operation and service to the community by Abdiel Kent and his son. Oh, okay. And then they don't say this, but Darius dies in 1905 or 1906, and Irvin Robinson purchased the mill in 1906 for $475 at public auction, probably because Darius died. And maybe no one inherited it from him? Do we know how Darius died? That's the question. Was Darius killed? Kidding. We get a little bit too into it sometimes. Let's find out. U.S. craftsperson files. Dealer in watches, clocks, and jewelry. And wood. Okay. Death records? Anyone? Certificate of death. This is not him. That's his daughter. Here he is. Oh, that's his marriage. Marriage records, obituary index. That's his daughter, right? Nope. This is him. Nope, that's his daughter. Ah. No, I don't think it said how he died in the papers. Did it? It just had a little thing. Here. He died of tuberculosis. Ooh. Tuberculosis. Yikes. Wow. Okay, so the Robinson Sawmill. Thank you so much, Haley. I am saving this link. I'm going to put it in. I don't know where to put it. Put it at the end of here. No, that's something random. We'll make a page in here with the town stuff about Robinson Sawmill. And I'll write history of Robinson Sawmill. And when I go there, I will definitely be visiting the Robinson Sawmill. It's sad that his, like, all of the, no, I haven't added them to the tree yet. Is he actually related? I did see Flint, and I saw someone else named Flint in her, I recognize that name, so he probably is related. It's sad that he's not mentioned in the history, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, the Robinsons owned it most of the time. Oh, okay, you know what? Did you tell me that before? His wife is Mason Wheeler's granddaughter. Okay, then I shall add him. If it's that easy, I will do it. I think you did tell me that already, and I either read it and forgot, or it went away and then I forgot about it. Okay, Tree Wheeler. Mason Wheeler's granddaughter. So Mason Wheeler is her grandfather. Okay. And so do you know who Mason Wheeler, his wife is Mason Wheeler's granddaughter. Do you have on hand his wife's name? I feel like we have that. We can find that on Ancestry. Silly. Can I go just back easily? To Darius. Imogene Lorinda King. So her, oh, it doesn't say what her dad's name is on this one. Okay, look for a King. King. Here. He's already in our tree. That's crazy. He's already in our tree and we didn't even know him. Okay, so we can add his picture. Where did I get his picture from? Was it another Ancestry page or was it Find a Grave? Yeah, we'll put this picture in. Hey! Oh my god. Look at this. Okay, hold on. Look at this. This is labeled as Darius Hawkins' home. Oh, we did know it was a Hawkins house. Never mind. I remember we saw this on when I was clicking on the Facebook stuff, and it said, like, we didn't know who was in the picture, but it did know that it was a Hawkins house. So I thought we just solved that, but it's okay. We saved this anyways. Now, who's this? Is this Darius as well? He's like, Save. Cool. Okay. Are we good with Darius now? I'm so excited. I want to look now at these pictures now that we know that it actually is, because I kind of glossed over it when I thought it wasn't his sawmill. We could watch a video. Darius Seven Fingers Hawkins. I don't. Oh, hold on. You can't see the whole thing. Can't make it just like slightly bigger. There we go.
This was a meeting place.
Can you hear it though?
People would
Probably
meet
not.
at the mill and they'd discuss things. And it's the only way people got the news. We didn't get news any other way. But nowadays it's just such a different world. Okay, I'm Elliot Moss. I live in East Montpelier. I came from Calais. And
See?
Joel
It's pronounced
Robinson
Calais.
was my great grandfather.
That's cool.
And he's buried up here in the Robinson Cemetery. In fact, I went up yesterday to say hi to him, but he was kind of silent.
You know Morse's?
We're in historic Kent's Corner.
I know. I'd like to live in Vermont.
And we are at the Joel Robinson Sawmill. Joel came from Rehoboth, Massachusetts.
That's crazy.
1792, and he
The
built
crossover is
brought
nuts.
his family up and built the mill.
From the diary, he's a descendant. Wait, really?
He ever got up here is anybody's guess, because
You'll have to
had
connect with me
300
again on
miles to
Instagram
go.
or something.
You had rivers to cross. He had to fend for himself.
Or is this guy?
because
Was this
there
guy?
weren't
No.
people all along the
You're
way.
saying you know Morse's, like you know someone named Morse who lived in that area? Myrtie was just talking about staying at the Morse's. Yes. Did this guy? Was this guy's name Morse? I like wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying. I was reading it, but it was going in one ear out the other. I know everyone is connected. Oh, you're saying this guy is a descendant? What's his name? Yeah, Elliot Morse. I thought you were telling me that you knew someone else. Yes, we should look into him. He'd be interested.
We couldn't fish him out, but my uncle
Okay, hold on. I want to see.
I decided that this mill should run again. So with a lot of hard work, we put things back together. A lot of the parts had been thrown into the pond. We couldn't fish them out, but my uncle made new parts.
You should work there.
I do remember the first time we got this mill running, there were maybe 100, maybe 150 people on this bank watching us. I was about to push the
Oh, that's
lever
cool.
to make it run, and I saw tears coming from their eyes. They were so happy to see that once more the mill is going to churn.
That's
Now
so
the
sweet.
mill
I
is
love it.
silent
Oh.
because the mud has slowed the waterworks down in the pond.
If we get the mud out of the pond, then we'll be able to access the penstock.
I want to take a black light to this place and find old blood. Yeah. The fingers.
Is to be able to use that water to actually cut wood.
I know, this is very, it is heartwarming.
Foundation stone was falling down and needed repair.
This looks like this old house
The
right now.
building had some rotting timbers, so we hired a timber frame expert to actually fix the
Find
mill
the
and
finger
replace the
blood.
bad timbers and level the building.
Maybe his fingers were also
This
tossed
was
in the pond.
one of very few in the country that were still
I like how they say
building
trimmed his
water-powered
fingers, like
sawmills.
just a little bit.
There's a lot of old sawmills that are not in any good shape. The building may be there, but the works are gone.
Every town used to have a sawmill.
Yes, I think we have seen pictures of this. We never realized there was any reason to
Give people
pay attention to it more.
what it was like when people like Joel Robinson were settling this whole area.
It's not a maybe, Larry. It will be up and running.
It must be almost spring break. The teacher's showing a video. You're funny. Okay, that's pretty cool. So on here, we can definitely just look up Robinson Sawmill now. Is it accessible on Google Street View? No. Damn it. I hate that Street View is not available in a lot of areas around here. I just want to see it. Damn it. It's right here. Well, I'll put it on the map. Darius. Now we have to track down how Elliot Morse is related to the Morse that Myrtie talked about. I know, yeah. We'll have to figure out. If we could get in contact with him, we could just ask him, because I bet he knows. Okay. Let's finish off October, and then I'm going to go eat something. This was a good one. We've been having a lot of side quests. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. October 26th. I taught school. Father came after me. I came home. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Yeah, I don't think she'll talk about Halloween, but we shall see. I helped about the housework. Mrs. E. H. Stickney and Mrs. Will Stickney and son and E. H. Stickney took tea here. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Seemed very long-winded. She should have said E. H. Stickney and his wife and Mrs. Will Stickney, right? But do we have a picture of them? I know the Stickneys. They have a farm down the street from Myrtie. Any Stickneys? Well, this is the Omar Wheelock farm. Roy Stickney. No, just one. Okay. All night. October 28th. Myrtie, please. We've had enough side quests. No more new names. I know. I don't want to forget them though, you know. If we don't look them up now, I tend to forget them. I used to have a good list system, and now I'm lazy. Father spoke at South Woodbury. Mother was with him. They took dinner at Widow Jerome Bailey's. I stayed at home and did the housework. We all stayed at home all night. Okay. October 29th. Father carried me to my school. I taught school. Stayed at HW Towns all night. Okay. Slightly different wording. Same thing. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. I know she doesn't put an E, but I do, because that's how it's actually spelled. Okay, October 31st. Father painted the floor. I taught school. Father stayed alone all night. Sad. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Mother is at her Mother Campbell's. Father was alone on Halloween. I'll have to research this, but they may be related to the Morse farm in East Montpelier. They probably are. And the towns, I don't know if you caught this, but the towns are related to the Morses. Henry William Towns married a Morse. This was called the Morse School, where Myrtie works. It's called Schoolhouse Number 7, but also Morse School. And that is still standing. It's a house. Tamsin sent me this picture. It's someone's house now. All right. Wow. That was cool. We found a lot today. We could have dug even more, but I feel like that was nice. Oh, cool, Chelsea. Well, if you find any connections or want to share anything, reach out, because I do love to get some context. Ada Morse, yeah. We've had a good meeting. Good job, everybody. Next time, we'll read November, and hopefully we still get to see when she took this picture. I would really, really love for Myrtie to tell us, oh, this guy took our picture. No, she didn't even acknowledge Halloween. Why don't we just look before I go? I don't know if that's what they called it. They probably called it All Saints Day or Hallows Eve. Okay, here. Barry. Okay, let's see. Some interesting suggestions for observing the occasion. A writer in the October Woman's Home Companion gives the following suggestions. Oh, I love this. This is a good way to end. Gives the following suggestions for the observation of Halloween. Having one of the young ladies who knows a little palmistry be the witch of the evening. A short, bright-hued skirt. Oh, it even tells us, like, what she should wear. A gay plaid shawl crossed over her shoulders. A scarf bound about her head will make a very striking costume, and with the aid of a little paint and powder, quite an effective disguise. If she is enough acquainted with the guests to give some personal history, she can produce some very telling fortunes. After the witch has exhausted her ingenuity as a palmist, let her offer to disclose the name of the future bride or groom of each one present by means of the fairy mirror. The room she uses should be dimly lighted. She writes the name on a mirror with French chalk. It rubs off lightly with a silk handkerchief, calls in the person for whom... Rubs it off lightly with a silk handkerchief, calls in the person for whom the name is written, and requests him to breathe on the glass. When he does so, the name will appear. For souvenirs, have watercolor sketches suggestive of Halloween. If the cards are cut to represent leaves, the effect is pretty. As a final gift to your guests, give them at parting the half of an eggshell filled with salt, with the injunction that it must be eaten just before retiring, and whoever the person dreams of will be his future bride. Wow. And then the next one, extermination of rats. That's kind of cute. I like that. Anything in callus? Not the egg. The egg is not cute. Yeah, people had parties. I just think it's cute. I'm not eating salty eggshells. Sorry. Sounds like a foolproof plan. I do like just seeing the little tradition that they have. I think it's cute. And the suggestions, like, you should wear this. And the trick on the mirror, that is cute. I'll save this. All right. 100% accurate. So, excited for next week. Oh, let me check something, though. I, for some reason, feel like... No, next week I will be. The week after I will be. It's the 23rd that I won't be, but I will let you know when that is happening. I just knew that there was one coming up that I won't be able to make. How many people got stuck in an unhappy marriage because they dreamt of that person? Or the mirror told them... A cute article right between the cost of war and extermination of rats. Yeah, just a cutesy little costume suggestion. Okay, I'll be on next Thursday, same time, 6 o'clock. This was fun. We'll read through November next time. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about Thanksgiving. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for helping. Haley, you win the game today. Good job. Have a good week too, everybody. See ya. Diary Detectives, the next meeting is Monday. Just so you know. I'll send a reminder too, but Monday, April 6th. Goodbye.